Hello, everyone. I'm Emily,
And I'm Scar.
and welcome to another episode of the Cottage Horse Podcast. I almost
And
said the
it's,
Pottage Cores.
well, great. I mean, this is setting a really good precedent for this video because you have no idea what's happening. And I scared you calling it a game, but it's not a
Yes.
scary game. It's not a scary game. I
Okay.
was listening to some old Dead Meat podcasts and I was inspired by one they did like 6 years ago. And this is not a new thing. This is a very actual like trivial like high school game.
Oh.
But they did fuck, marry, get killed by horror villains, and I thought that's fun. I'm gonna put our spin on it and do fuck, marry, get killed like, including all of our Supermassive Games protagonists across the Anthology, Until Dawn, and the Quarry. So there are 60 characters that I've put into a wheel who can die. They're not all playable. Some of them are supporting characters or antagonists. I put them in a wheel and I've gone through and chosen a death for each of them because obviously they have more than one. And I was like, I chose ones that were like fun, good, unique, tried to make sure they're all different. There's a few that are like crossover, but I put them on a wheel and I thought we're going to spin. The three will come out and we'll deliberate.
This is incredible. I'm so excited right now.
Yeah, it'll be good. Obviously, like spoilers for the Anthology, Until Dawn, and the Quarry. We'll be talking characters, their deaths, probably just general game stuff. I have a master doc with every single character on, and a little bit of information because there are a few that are like a little rogue, like you might not remember them truly, and that's like completely valid. But like anyone who could die or had a death, I was like, you're coming on my wheel. So
Love it. Love
that's
it.
the way it is. And we'll just go for it. And I'm gonna be able to present the wheel, and we're gonna have a jolly good time looking at this wheel that I made, and it'll be beautiful. So here we are. Here's my wheel.
So big.
Yeah, it's very big. It's alphabetical, sorted. I also put all the little like initials so we knew, what game they were from because there's I think there's only two characters who share the same name, but just for confusion sake.
Which two? Now
Uh,
I'm curious.
there's two Charlies. There's a Charlie in Man of Medan who's one of the protagonists, and then Charlie from Devil in Me, I believe, is the only instance of an overlap. But I gave them all their little game ones. Um, yeah, and magically, the number that I ended up coming to was divisible by 3, which I thought was incredibly fun. And I was like, it basically was made because I was like, am I gonna have to like fudge it or like add someone in or remove someone? But no. So yeah, we'll just go. I'll spin the
All
wheel.
right.
We'll pick our 3, and then I figured we'll just both answer to it instead of just like trading off because maybe we'll have different answers. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Okay.
love this.
I'm
I would
assuming.
also.
Um,
Voice crack. Oh my God, did you hear that?
yeah,
I would
that was
just like to
great.
say, I love how if we don't have a specific topic, we basically internally in our head spin a wheel of are we going to talk about Supermassive Games, Stardew Valley, or now F1? I think has
Yeah.
entered.
Well, it's been a while since we've covered a supermassive
That is
topic.
true.
Like the
That is
Untold
true.
Dawn movie was the last thing, but like if we're actually counting their IP, it's been quite a while.
It has.
Um, so I thought we'll go back to our roots.
The thing that
and
started our friendship.
it started it all. Trip
Yes.
down memory lane. Yeah. We'll just vibe. Okay, I'm gonna spin the wheel.
Ooh.
And it makes a funny little noise. It's gonna spin for so
Okay.
long because there's so many people. Oh. Hooray! Our first one is Josh from Until
Okay.
Dawn, of course. Rami Malek's character. Okay, so we have Josh. We have. I wish it would spin a wee bit faster, but that's okay.
It will eventually.
It will eventually. Conrad from Man of Medan.
Okay.
Getting all of the like actor people out.
Yeah,
People who
true.
like. Okay, so 2 boys. Oh. And another Until Dawn character hits the charts, Hannah. Okay, so, we know them, but for their deaths, I have gone Conrad, impaled by a broken pipe. Pretty gnarly. Not very
Mhm.
Don't really like
Mhm.
that. Until Dawn, Josh getting his head crushed, which is also not very yummy. And then Hannah, a bit of a funny one because like she does die, but
Mhm.
I kind of wanted to spin it instead of having another burn victim on our list. I say that you are doomed to become an immortal monster, basically roaming the earth, which is not quite a death, but she dies. Her being dies to some extent.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that is
Mm.
our list. I
So let me just clarify. So we're picking one to fuck,
mhm,
one to marry, and
mhm.
one death that we
Yeah,
would choose.
that we
Okay.
would take, yeah. So we have to die like their deaths. Obs. I the deaths are kind of nasty, but I feel like Hannah's is
Mhm.
kind of the least. But then I'm like, do I want to be a monster? Not really.
Mhm. Mhm. I
That's
just
kind of nasty, and she gets nasty because I feel like you have to go
yeah.
through the whole like process, and she has her like fingernails get pushed out, and that is minging.
I cuz like Conrad's death being impaled by a pipe, like that's not a quick death.
No, and it that's from when he like falls. He like falls off
Yeah.
the top of the ship and he gets impaled. So it's pretty I think it's like quick-ish, but like he's still bleeding out for like
Right,
a
right.
period of time.
Okay, are we marrying Hannah or are we marrying
Yes.
creature Hannah?
No, we're marrying Hannah pre-creature afide.
Okay. Hmm.
I feel like I will actually get my head crushed. I think
I
that's
was thinking the
relatively
same.
quick and prompt. I think that's just the best option, which sucks because like R.I.P. Josh, I probably would maybe actually I don't even know I wouldn't want to marry him. He has too much
No.
baggage.
Yeah, I'm thinking fuck Conrad,
hmm
marry Hannah, get my head crushed in like Josh.
Yeah, I think that is the best option. I think to be honest,
Yeah.
because that's why it was interesting because I was trying to pull deaths and I was trying to think because I was like. Some of them aren't like necessarily their like most gruesome one because I wanted to like there are some where I'm like this is unique to this character so I wanted to pick it
Mhm.
but there's like also like a few and I was like it's interesting to give them like different ones because like for example some of them only have one variation of death so there's a few that are like especially when it gets to the quarry oh my god I was like bro they all die the same way because of the fucking concept of that game and I was like this is
Yeah.
stupid as fuck so there's minimal variation but there is variation I worked very diligently to ensure I picked different ones it was really important to me
I
and I
love
was
your
stressing
commitment.
I was sweating I was like no okay right
Okay.
that was a good success we agreed I
Yeah.
wonder how many we're going to agree on I'm curious by that. Okay,
Probably a lot if
spin
we're being
that
honest.
wheel. Yeah, probably. Okay. Ooh. Taylor from Little Hope. Damn. One of
Okay.
our playables. One of the playables. Number two. Number two. Oh, are we going all Little Hope heavy? Jesus Christ. Oh, Angela from Little Hope.
Okay.
We got the women. We got the women out today. And the women are coming to play. Who is our third person? Oh, the women. Oh, the women are not coming to play. Our favorite one-legged war man has
Okay,
come
so I
out.
know one answer already.
Well, do you though? Because let's think about their deaths. Let's think about how they're dying. So Little Hope.
Okay.
We have Angela being drowned in black ooze. So just being drowned in black goo, which is pretty slow, pretty horrific, not very nice.
Yeah.
Um, Taylor burned to death. Also not
Ooh.
very nice, very slow. Pretty
Yeah.
crap. Pretty crap. And then Eric explosion by stepping on a tripwire.
Mm. Oh, this is so hard because I just really want to marry Eric.
I'm marrying Eric. But like,
That's
actually,
why
no,
I
I'm
said
not
I
because
know
he's
one
got the
answer.
easiest death. No, because he's got the easiest death.
I
Surely
know,
just
I know.
exploding is nicer. Is exploding
Yeah.
just nicer? It probably is just nicer. I don't want to drown. I don't want to burn either. Oh
No, I know. I want
no.
to marry Eric, but I don't want to go the other death. So that's why I said I know one answer.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Okay. Realistically, though,
Uh,
realistically, I neither want to fuck nor marry Angela.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
But I don't want to drown in black goo.
No one wants to drown in black goo. That's like, oh, this is why it was interesting because I was thinking there are some where it's like we definitely want to like marry or like fuck these people, but like realistically
Mm-hmm.
speaking, they have like the better death option. So it's like you're kind of put in a corner. No, no, Eric.
Ah,
Oh man, and I don't want to burn because it like
no,
that really sucks ass.
it does.
I wonder how like because it's ooze. It's like not water. So I'm thinking how quickly will I
Like, is it
drown?
faster?
Yeah, because it's like thicker.
Yeah, I was also thinking that.
But like I don't know the logistics of drowning, so I can't really say.
I think okay because
I would take. Go on, go
I
on.
have to marry Eric. I have to do it,
Yeah,
which means I'm
yeah.
choosing between burning or drowning. And while they're both horrific, I'm a little bit more scared of drowning, I think.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah. That's
I
fair.
think I'm going to choose to marry Eric, fuck Angela, and I will die like Taylor.
See, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna swap our girlies. I'm gonna drown and then fuck Taylor.
That's fair. I just think, I don't know, in my head, I'm more likely to pass out from like either the smoke or just the sheer pain of
That's
burning.
true.
So I feel like it's a quicker, easier death
Well,
than the
my
drowning.
plan is I'm gonna just like open my mouth and like try and like consume the goo really fast.
See, you say that, but I think your body naturally kicks into fight or flight, and you're going to try and fight it like way more. So it feels more
Yeah,
horrific to me to drown.
that
You
you're
can
not
stick with
wrong.
your answer. That's just
I
my
am gonna stick with my
response.
answer. Look, I would willingly drown in black ooze to marry Eric King.
Same,
That will be
except I'm
part of
burning.
my vows to him. I'll be like, I would drown in black goo for you. He'll be like, what the fuck?
I'm just really glad that it wasn't our top three from House of Ashes because
Could you imagine?
if you made me
Oh,
pick between them, I simply couldn't.
I'm wondering like if we will get any like all three from the same game. Close, we got in close, but not
We
quite.
could with
Okay,
Until Dawn. There's a lot more
we
for them,
could with
or the Quarry.
well, there's a lot in the quarry. Yeah, there's loads
Yeah.
of them in that game. I was like, Jesus Christ. Okay, okay, staying on people with the same face ID as Eric King. Simon Carver from Little Hope,
Is
who's
that the
like,
priest?
yeah, the Reverend who's like blaming the kid, but he
Okay,
can
right.
die.
Fascinating.
Um,
Okay.
oh, Jedediah from the quarry, who's the
That's
old
I
man.
was gonna say
He's
that's
like
the
the
old
mate.
man, right?
Yeah, he's the patriarch of that family.
Did you almost say matriarch?
I almost said matriarch. I was like, that's not correct.
No.
Constance is the matriarch. Oh, and then another quarry, Dylan.
Okay, once again though, I think I
Okay,
know my answer.
okay, but let's go through them. Okay, so Carver gets like technically doesn't like he can't die within the game. However, he can be arrested for like his crimes, and then therefore
Mm.
I think tried and swiftly executed. So I think that is hanging. I think you get hanged in the gallows, which is quite gnarly, but like prompt-ish.
Okay.
Depends how long you're sitting in prison. That's also part of it. I think it's a whole thing. But not terrible, not terrible. And then Dylan, he gets his throat mauled and arm severed. A little combo package for you. Arm gets mullered, and then your neck gets mullered. A little wombo combo. Who doesn't love
Okay.
that? And then our patriarch gets his neck snapped. Just nice, clean little break, little cheeky twist.
Oh,
Um, which is probably maybe the best
that's what I'm
way
thinking.
to go for to
Here's
be honest.
here's my thoughts.
I just don't want to.
Marry Dylan.
Yes,
I don't care if it's a lavender marriage. I love that man.
yes, we can. Yeah, it would be okay.
Yes. I just want to be
We'd hang
around
out.
him. So,
Yeah.
um, I'm thinking fuck the Reverend
Yeah.
because it looks like Eric.
Yeah.
So even though he's a terrible person, he's hot.
You're not wrong. He is hot. There is like many because basically I was trying to determine if he should be included or not because like he doesn't technically have like a possible death on the wiki, but I was like no because he
Mm.
gets arrested, so therefore he must get executed, right? And then like I stumbled upon this like TikTok that was like talking about his character and like his lore, and then I came across like a bunch of like TikTok thirst edits of him, and I was like. Yeah, but like this isn't what I wanted. Like I was like, what the fuck is happening? Um, so yeah, he's just really off-putting is my
Yes.
only thing. But like
But I think
I'll
if I
just
just did a few shots.
yeah, that's kind of how what I was thinking. I was like, if I just pretend not to listen, like if I just like don't listen to him ramble and like say like because I don't think he likes women, and that's a problem. And I'm like, I don't necessarily want that, but like I also don't want to engage with the like how I don't even know how old Jedediah is meant to be. Like 90? He's like old as fuck.
Yeah. Plus, his death to me is the best.
His
Like,
death is the
neck
best, yeah.
snap, you're done. Like,
You're done.
full
You're
stop.
done. I think that's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like, do you think that the Reverend keeps his silly little hat on that he wears?
He would with me. That's part of the package now.
Perfect. I think even better then. There's
Yeah.
nothing. There's no complaints to be had.
And
Okay.
my marriage with Dylan would be that one TikTok audio where it's like, this is my boyfriend and this is my boyfriend's boyfriend.
Yeah. Marry platonically. Oh, everyone's
Oh,
favorite supporting character, Merwin.
okay.
Yay. Okay, so Merwin from House of Ashes. Damn. Who is he getting joined by? Dun 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 dun. Another quarry man. This is one of the people that like Jacob runs into.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Like he's one of the trapmen. The
I need to
trapmen
look him up.
with his dungies. He has his like dungarees on. He's kind of like generic like. I suppose he's meant to be like redneck coded. I don't know. I don't know
Okay,
if that's the
yeah.
correct thing.
I had an image in my
Um,
mind and I was correct. So,
yeah. Okay. So two supporting characters, not even playable ones. Will we be joined by another? Yes, we will. Eliza, the hag of Hackett's Quarry.
good lord. Okay, I need her face as well.
She's like the one who's like, kill them
Right.
all. She just kind of looks like an old woman, I can't lie. So, you know.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Okay.
Okay. So
Give me the deaths.
Merwin is suffocated, but by a fellow human. Like, you know, when like Nick suffocates him with his hand, you are suffocated by a person,
Okay.
which is pretty rough. Pretty rough.
Yeah.
Um, and then Bobby gets his throat mauled. Great fun. Um, and then good old Eliza gets exploded, which I
Okay.
fear might be the best one.
Yeah, but then you have to be married to either Merwin or Bobby, and I have a
I
no
know,
Republican tolerance.
I
So,
know, but I don't want to be suffocated by someone.
yeah.
The throat mauling I could maybe deal with, but I draw the line at suffocation.
Um.
But like you
Mhm.
can't kill them both. So like in one instance you have to like engage with them. But like maybe I'd prefer to like I can't no Merwin's so nasty. Merwin
No,
is so
okay.
nasty.
Here's my thought process. Okay, I'm gonna marry Merwin because he's in the military, so he'll
That's
be
very true.
deployed,
That's very true.
and I won't have to put up with
Hmm.
his ass as often. So I'm thinking marry Merwin,
Yeah.
fuck Bobby, go out like Eliza.
Yeah. Honestly, that's very smart. That's very true. I didn't yeah. I just like hope, like, be one of those like military wives who's like, no, I won't move across the country to your new deployment base. I'll stay here with the dog.
Exactly.
I was gonna say the kids, but I'm like, ew.
Ew, no.
but but I feel like, okay, but I should have said this from the top because this is what they did in Dead Meat, where it's like, if you marry them, you are like, you are having sex with them at some point, even if it is just to like very traditionally consummate the marriage.
I mean, I
has to
could
be
do it
one
once.
bang. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I could do it once.
It's and then I'm just like, I don't want to. Maybe just like be really bad, and then he'll be like off put, and then maybe he'll like cheat on me, and I can just be like detach myself from him completely.
Oh, actually, in that's even better because adultery is very frowned upon in the military. So if he cheats on you,
I don't feel like Merwin cares, but yes.
true, true.
If any of those characters cares the least about that protocol and about cheating, it's probably him.
I'm just saying though, you could take it up with his officers
Yes,
then.
that is true.
So,
But then what if he gets like, what's it called? Like
oh,
kicked out, and then
dishonorably
he's living,
discharged.
and then he's living with me. Then I will be have to be associated with him.
I'll just
You
also
see,
cheat.
nice, sick, cool. Okay, everyone's favorite final girl, Sam. Sam. Okay, Sam and dun 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 dun. Alex from Man of Medan.
Okay.
Okay, he's kind of just a guy, which is fair.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good looking chap. Okay. Oh, we got a trio, a unique trio, and then Joey from House of Ashes, who like, you know, hangs out with Merwin, but is just kind of there. So, you know, it's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So here are the deaths. I
Mm-hmm.
can't lie, these are pretty. I forgot about this one, and I was like, oh, but there are some worse ones, I think. But Alex gets his face bashed in, like pummeled, pretty gnarly. That is not a quick way to go. You're definitely withstanding a few hits there before you KO, which is not great. Which is definitely not great.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then talk about slow deaths. Joey, blood loss. He's just bleeding
Oh.
out. He bleeds out for quite a while. Just kind of rubbish. Kind of rubbish. And then Sam, um, kind of impaled slash lacerated through the abdomen. So she gets kind of like swiped.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's her way, which, you know, also not great. Pretty rough going here from everyone.
I think though, blood loss, while lengthy, I think is probably like the least painful. Like I feel like you're
Yeah,
just eventually gonna like pass out.
that's very true.
So I'm
That is very true.
thinking Mary Sam, fuck Alex, go out like Joey.
Yes. Yeah. I definitely feel like Sam's is the worst. No, Alex is probably the worst one. So I think I would agree because I think any of them are pretty bad, but I think you're right. Blood loss. At least I can make it dramatic, you know, I can sell the scene as well.
True.
I can have a monologue to go out on, which,
Or
you
you can
know,
do that
we
thing where
love.
like you pretend and then you like pass and like and
Well, that's
another
what I
thing.
mean. And another thing, and then everyone's confused and underwhelmed by things. But you know, we move. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Let's spin again.
Which one is Daniel?
Daniel is the guy who's like with Taylor.
Okay, that's what I thought. The boyfriend, is it the boyfriend in the past though or the boyfriend in the current?
No, current.
Current. Okay, cool. Got it. Got it.
Yeah. So he's just, again, he's kind of just a man, which, you know, is fine. You're allowed to just be a man, but he is just kind of man TM a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got an antagonist. We've had a few of them, but here's another one. Um,
Mm.
so you know, one of the pirates, one of the boys, who's
Mm-hmm.
causing a wee bit of a ruckus on that ship, and then one more. This is a very odd group of men.
Yes.
Oh, this is a very odd group of men. So Joe is like the other starting protagonist that you play as in Man of Medan. Um,
Oh
when
yeah.
you're like playing and you're like, oh, I'm on the ship and it's going to be a grand old time, and then it's like not a grand old time and it's actually a very bad time and everyone's sad about it. Which, like, you know, yeah, fair. Okay, so let me find them
Okay.
because they're all randos. Daniel impaled by a spear.
Okay.
So it's that. Okay. Uh, Junior is shot down by the military. So like
Mm.
not necessarily terrible, but not great either.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh my god, I've got to find, where did he go? Um, and then Joe, he's stabbed by his friend. So also, you
Mm.
know, not a polite way of being gotted there, to be honest. Uh, hmm. I don't
All
really
right.
have an affinity to any of them,
Mm-mm.
so like that isn't really swaying my decision here.
Mm-mm. Honestly, like, I think, I think my die is going to be like Junior, just because I do think that's going to probably be like the easiest way to go out, being shot down by the military. Um,
Yeah,
because they're precise. They aim to kill.
that's true. And in this instance, they definitely are also aiming to kill, so that
Yeah.
is not a bad shout.
And then honestly, a true toss up between fuck and marry Daniel or Joe.
From what I remember, like Daniel is so whiny that I'm like, I don't want to deal with that for the rest of my life.
I'm also like Joe and Jason from House of Ashes are the same face.
That is true. They are the same face.
So I'm leaning a little bit towards marrying Joe just for that reason.
We are so shallow. I love it.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it's true though. It's
but
true.
like,
Yeah. This
okay,
one.
but like realistically, if I was going to argue which one is hotter, I would say Daniel is hotter than Joe. I just have a real attachment to the House of Ashes characters. So,
That is valid. Yeah. Like I said, I just from what I can remember, Daniel was just like always just like being annoying. But then, like to be fair, all of the Little Hope characters were always kind of being annoying, so that isn't necessarily a him problem as much as just a general problem. So like, you know, it's
yeah.
fine, I suppose. Um, it's fine. Okay, let's spin our wheel. Spin that wheel. Oh, everyone's favorite supporting character, the flamethrower guy.
Yes, let's go.
Who doesn't love flamethrower man? I mean, we all know how he dies, so you know that's a bit anticlimactic, I suppose. But we move.
Yep, true.
Oh, another Until Dawn character.
Ooh.
We have Jessica.
And
Again, we
brutal
also know how
deaths
she
with her.
dies.
Yeah.
Brutal, brutal. Okay, are we gonna get an Until Dawn knockout? No, we are not. We are getting Dar from House of Ashes. One of the evil. Well, he's with
Is that
Salim. He's on like
okay? That's what I thought. That's
supposedly
what I
the
thought.
antagonistic side. Yeah, unclear. Like he is an antagonist, but also like you know, it's more nuanced than that, so
Yeah.
it's fine. Okay, so Dar gets his blood drained by vampires.
Mm,
Whether we think that is like good or not is up for debate, but that's what it is.
okay.
Um,
Real sexy.
and then yeah, Jess gets her lower jaw ripped off. Just
Yeah.
you know, unhinged like that. And then flamethrower guy, quite simple. is decapitated. Kind of just gets his neck sliced, head pops off. Quite easy, quite simple, quite easy breezy. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Um.
But like, I want to keep him around. Do I? Do I though? Yeah, I think
I
I do. Do
see.
I? Because I want to marry
Okay.
Jess, and then I'm like,
I was gonna say I'm
which
marrying
of the others
Jess.
do I want to fuck?
But like here's my thing. Here's my
Uh,
thing. I love Flamethrower Guy, but also like he lives in the wilderness and is missing teeth, and he probably
yeah,
does not smell very nice. Plus, he does have, in my
yeah,
opinion, one of the easier deaths because decapitated,
yeah. It
boom,
is quite.
death.
He kind of like doesn't even like really recognize it's happened either, which is quite nice. Like he
Yeah,
knows,
like
but
it
like
kind of
he's a
like
little bit
happens
stunned
so
by it.
quickly.
Yeah, you're not
Uh-huh.
wrong. I just like we just
So
don't really know enough about Dar, so like he's just kind of like an entity, which I guess is fine.
yeah.
He's kind of there. He he does kind of like turn to like what is considered the protagonist's side, however you want to view that game and its conversation on war in the military. He does come around
Mm-hmm.
eventually with Salim at like the end. Um, Still like antagonistic, I suppose, to those guys, but I think I can deal with it. We'd just
Yeah.
like forget. We'd both forget and it'd be okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I think it's
That's
like one of
that's
those like
fine.
heat of the moment things, and you don't know who the other person is really, and it's just like a night of passions. Like I don't need to know all the bad things about him.
That's true. I guess you wouldn't know. You just kind of like stumble upon them in a bar. Okay.
Yeah.
We have Alex's brother, Brad. Brad. Poor
Brad.
Brad. Brad. Okay. Brad is joined by Ryan from the
Oh,
Quarry. Another fave.
love it, love it.
Absolutely love him. It's made me realize how good all the Quarry characters are, and I'm like, I need to replay that game because it's
Oh,
very
same.
good. Oh, and then Karum from House of Ashes, who's also he's one of the like playable protagonists at the start of the game when you're like dealing with the ancient one. And you're like, oh my
Yeah.
holy shit. Okay,
I love
Brad,
I love that we got
he gets
all people of color as well for this one. Men of color specifically.
that is just so true. Okay, Brad electrocuted in the water. Water electrocution. Kind of fried
Okay.
eel style. Yeah. Not hot. Not good. Um Karam, he gets infected. He gets like
Mhm.
vampire juiced good. Um so you're kind of living the immortal plane kind of like Hannah was as that entity because like depending on your choices at the start of House of Ashes, one of them hunts you down. I didn't want both of them to have the same one, so I flipped. One of them got infection, one of them got stabbed, and he was the one who I flipped the coin for infection. So there you go. That was
Okay.
the inner workings of that decision being made. And then Ryan, well, I mean Ryan gets his face bashed in with a shotgun because how else would one die?
Um
I
okay.
I fear I want to be infected and just live as an entity a little bit.
Yes. Well,
Do
yeah.
I? I don't want the other two. Maybe electrocution's quick. Is electrocution fast? I don't even know.
I think it would be in the water, yeah.
You just get fried a little bit.
Yeah, I think you pretty much just like
That's not so bad.
no. But like low key wanna be a monster for eternity.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's quite because he's kind of just like roaming around and like he shows
Right.
up and I'm like that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
He's kind of like menacing but also like kind of also like non-threatening and he kind of like pops up in jump scares, which I think is quite appealing.
Yeah.
Also like just hangs out in this tomb. Like if you're not disturbed, then just kind of like hanging out in a tomb, which like it's pretty dope.
Think of all the books we could read.
Think about all the books we could read. That's so true. Yeah, I think I will just exist on the plane of life as a husk of myself, and that's okay.
Agreed. And then I'm gonna
I think I will
fuck
definitely.
Brad
Yeah.
and marry Ryan.
Yeah, that is the only correct choice.
I'm marrying my husband's husband.
Yeah. Oh my God, we're joining them back together.
Yes. We're a throuple now. Thank
Dude,
you.
we're getting the band back together. Okay. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing.
Plus, come on, it's Justice Smith. I mean,
That's exactly it. It's a no-brainer.
yeah.
Okay, sticking on the quarry theme, we have Jacob.
Ugh.
He's just he's so like himbo coded. It's almost painful a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So not always live love loving that.
Yeah.
Another quarry character maybe. Oh, it's on the edge. Oh. Abigail,
Ooh. Okay.
love, little. Okay, very. Are we gonna get a trio of quarry? Will we? No, we will not. Similar character type to Abigail with
Ooh,
Ashley,
yeah. Yeah.
so that's interesting. Okay, Ashley. I mean, kind of had to pick her like iconic death. Her eyes get gouged out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yum, yum, very yum. Abigail gets her face devoured, so just getting face munched. Also, really, really lovely. And then Jacob, he gets ripped in half. Like, none are great. None are particularly quick nor painless. All of them are pretty rubbish. But I fear I would like to be ripped in half.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the best.
I don't want my eyes gouged out.
Uh-uh.
But like, you probably would die the quickest that way
Yeah.
if it like went to your brain, like if it hit your brain. But I'm like, I can't be involved with that man. Although he does wear a silly little crop top, but then I'm just, no, he's too much for me.
See, I don't know. I think I could fuck him. I definitely couldn't marry him.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think I like his death the best. So I think yes, I'm gonna go out in half.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm going to fuck Ashley, marry Abigail.
Oh, see, I'm going the other way. I'm going the
I
other way with those
listen,
two.
I love Ashley. You know I love Ashley. I'm an Ashley defender. But I think in her core, we just wouldn't get along long term.
That's fair. That's fair. I think me and Abigail has like a lot of like trouble communicating her emotional baggage, and I also have trouble communicating my emotional baggage, and therefore I fear we just build resentment, and that would not be healthy, and I would
I
be
mean, I didn't
sad
say it
with
would be a
this.
healthy marriage. I just said I'm
Oh,
marrying her.
maybe you just have to like constantly go to couples counseling, which is fine. That's
Mm-hmm,
okay. That's normal.
mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's spin that wheel. Don, Don, Danny from Man of Medan. He's like one of the
Okay.
other like random geezers on that ship.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There's so many randos in Man of Medan. I was like, who the fuck is this? And I was looking at the Wikipedia, I was like, oh. Although I haven't played that game in a very long time. We haven't got any Devil in Me characters as well, which is kind of crazy.
Oh, that is crazy.
Laura from The Quarry.
Okay.
Laura. So pretty badass.
Yeah, we love
And
her.
then we do love her. Oh, I spoke soon. It's Charlie Lonnet from It's Charlie Lonnet. Okay, so let's let me find the peoples. Okay. Danny, he goes out by chemical leak. Just kind of inhales the gas
Hmm.
and is done.
Okay.
Um Charlie, decapitated.
Mm.
Quite simple, quite matter of fact. And then, oh my god, Laura, car crash.
Mm.
Car crash injuries.
Interesting. Okay.
I think I'm
Uh,
getting decapitated.
I'm gonna go with the gas leak. Wait, no, I'm also getting decapitated. No, sorry, I flipped that in my head.
That is such a
Yes.
funny out of context statement. I'm going gastric. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna get
Marry Laura.
Yeah.
Fuck Danny. Get decapitated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we?
Charlie's so like really off-putting, so off-putting and like so slimy
Yes.
that I'm like, I cannot deal with you.
Yeah. All right, so we're actually going to call it here. We've made it about halfway through the board, but we want to make sure
There's
that
too
we
much to
have.
discuss.
Yeah, we got to discuss so much. We want to make sure there's adequate time to discuss. So we're gonna break part 1. Ta-da! Next episode will be part 2.
Yes.
And you'll get to see the rest of them. And I'm excited because there's a lot of characters we have not
Yeah.
gotten into yet. Which
Exactly.
also makes
That's why I think it's good to pause.
Scared.
Yeah, that's why I think it's good to pause because there's actually quite a lot of like our fave big hitters still on that wheel. We've knocked a few off, but the majority of them are still kicking around, which is scary because it probably means they're going to match up against each other, and we're going to have to really deliberate, and it might come down to who just has the better death. And unfortunately, none of them really do.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll pause it there. We'll return in part 2 and discuss the rest of them. And yeah, I'm excited to see where we go. I would love to hear people's thoughts. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us?
Yeah, I wonder if there's any like big defenders of characters we kind of like bashed. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's some enjoyers of some characters that we dismissed.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if there's any Merwin defenders in our comments,
there's not. There is
getting
not.
Blocked.
I think that doesn't exist. I'm quite confident in that.
All right. Well, in that case, thanks for listening, and we'll see you in part 2.
Toodles.
Thanks so much for listening. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a new episode. To stay connected with us, then follow us on social media, which are linked in the description. I've been Emily.
And I've been Scar.
Tune in next time for the best cottagecore podcast for the cottage whores.